Hello. This time I remembered to turn on the mic when I start, unlike the previous two sessions. We have coffee. I have Substance Painter installed. And the first thing we are going to do now is turn off the ventilator. Is turn on display. Good. And recent, that's the last one. Let's see. I'm going to start this and it's going to break. No, that's the last time. Okay. I'm in edit mode? Oh, I'm in ghost mode or whatever it's called. Okay, so after yesterday morning's stream, I went back and re-scoped the entire thing. I don't need this anymore, and I don't need the camera anymore. I did a render yesterday just to show it to people, but I don't need any of this. Okay, so I went ahead and I re-scoped the entire thing, and I think it turns out really good. And what we are going to do today is take the high poly model out of Blender, bake it onto low poly model, and then paint in Substance Painter. Now this is already decimated. I reduced it to 570,000 K faces, which is still a lot. It was over a million. And we need to reduce it even more for the low poly. But first thing first, I'm going to export FBX. Where is FBX? Here. I'm going to export FBX. I'm going to call it. I'm going to start a naming convention for the objects. This is going to be Act 0 because it's for the prologue. Entrance, which is the level, and passageway, which is the object itself. Probably could use some ID numbering, but never mind. And then high poly. I only need the mesh data, I think. Let me check. I'm again using Janam tutorial for this. And if you are watching the VOD recording on YouTube, you will find links to everything I mentioned in the description. But and if you're watching live and you want this video, so it's Blender 2.0 and Substance Painter workflow. So yeah. This is the low poly version. Again. I'm making sure that I check the right thing. Yeah, just selected object only. Okay. Not that I have any other object, but selected object, mesh, and the rest is fine. Okay, export. Let's see that it actually created an export. Oh, it's still working. Okay. Let's give it time to work. Finished? Yep. Okay, we have the FBX. Now we're going to do. It's still with the decimate. Didn't I apply it? Apparently not. Okay, so trying to the trick here is to get to as close approximation of the final high poly as possible while reducing as much as possible. So we want to keep the overall shape of the object. This is not a good streaming experience because Blender is going to take a while to do all of this, which is kind of annoying. I hope it actually manages. Yeah, it's weird. I'm looking at the PC performance and he has enough. I'm only on 80% CPU and 65% memory. It's not like he's eating the entire computer. We'll give it a minute and then we'll try again. I'll try to close it and reopen. Hi again. Jay's Cook. Jay is fine. Okay. You know what? While I let Blender run with the hopes that it actually respond again, let's open Substance Painter and play with it a little. That's the first time I'm touching Substance Painter. Yes, GeForce Experience, whatever. So now Substance Painter is not responding. Oh, it opened the... How do you move things? Okay, Alt plus middle bottom is panning. Alt plus... Okay, it's Alt everything. That's like not the same as Blender, which is... Oh, but... There was something in the side here. Head, body, base. Stick with the head. Okay, this is going to be annoying to get used to. So like... Smart material, which is what everyone uses. I think Blender is not going to recover from this. Stone. Let's see what we have here. Scrolling is also not on the same direction. Like I scroll up and it's reverse. Can I like change this? Settings. Use keyboard helper, whatever. Camera options. Zoom, inverse. Okay, thank you. That's what actual people use. Closer. Okay. So let's see what's the... How do I open this? Like this. This is the ambient occlusion, I think. Like when I turn... That's the edges. Only does color and roughness. Cavity dirt. Okay, it's the based on the cavity map. So if we go to the mask, it's based off the... What is it painted on? I can't imagine they went manually and did those things. It's supposed to be based on... Oh, okay. It's a generator. That's what I am. It's a generator, and it's based on the texture, on ambient occlusion. I was right. I was right. Okay, that's what it is. Let's roughness details. What does this do? Make things rough, and that is based on just a map. No, that is based on UV. Yeah, that's based on UV. Okay. So it just makes things rougher or less rough. Next is the edges, colored edges. It has a bit of a blur, and it has a mask, and the mask is probably, yeah, based on the maps. Blender, are you responding? No. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Let's try this again. I will reopen the sculpt file. Will cross my finger. You can also remesh it now that I think about it. It's probably be easier than decimate. I will again delete everything I don't need. That was here just for the render. This time I'm going to save. Also enable screencast. And now, fingers crossed. I'm at half. I want to be 0.1. Let's try this. One would think that reducing topology is not supposed to be that hard. But I guess it involves a lot of calculations. Oh, it finished. Wow, I can go even lower. It also means that I don't need the high poly model to be that high poly. Like this has now, okay. I can go 0.001. Supposed to be 11K when this is finished. Let's see. Okay, that's starting to lose some details. So maybe it's not 11K, it's 1.1K. So 0.01. I went 100th too little and not 10%. Okay, we're getting there. Yeah, we are at 11K. The shape is preserved. The details are starting to fade. Let's try 0.005. Let's see what that gets us. I think this is fine. Although I don't know if 10K polygons for something this size, like this is a massive object. It's not like a single character. Okay, that's fine. I think that's fine. Let's save. It's a bit of artifacting here. I wonder if I do weighted normals, if it helps and not crash my program again. Don't think it did anything, but let's skip it. Okay, so we are going to duplicate. And again, hold our breaths for Blender to finish. Did it duplicate? Yes, it did. This is a passageway high poly. You can hide it, and this is passageway low poly. And we are going to apply all. This is 5700 poly, and I think it's fine. It's finished? Yeah, it's finished. Great! We have a low poly model. Now we're going to export the low poly model. We did it! FBX, same thing, only low poly. Mesh, selected objects, export. Wyrm's gate, entrance, we have our files. We can close Blender for now. Yes, save. Excellent. Excellent, we did it. Go back to Substance Painter. We'll reopen the JNUM tutorial. And what we need to do now is open the low poly in Substance Painter and bake the high poly onto it. Don't show this again. And new. I didn't know Dota 2 has a thing. Unreal Engine. I think all of those are fine. Select file. Yes, it needs a basic object to work with. Wyrm's gate, entrance, low poly. And it's going to automatically UV unwrap the model. I tried to smart UV project in Blender, crashed every time. Oops. And now we can see it didn't save my preferences. What is going on? Inverse direction. It doesn't work. That's so weird. Never mind. No, it's going to... Well, I can do this. Do the right mouse button. Oh, I may have put the origin in the wrong place. But for now it doesn't matter. Yeah, I will get used to it. You know what? Let's do something like this. Let's go to shortcut. I'm going to change this to the same as Blender workflow. So Alt, where's the Alt? Alt. Camera rotate is going to be... What's in... No, it's so much of a muscle memory thing that I can't seem to remember right now. Shift right mouse button is pan. Right mouse button by itself is whatever, rotate. Thank you. So we want camera rotate to be just middle. Translate is what? So okay, this works fine. Can I change the origin in Blender? In Substance Painter? Because I think the rotation is not working correctly. Substance Painter change. Change pivots? I may need to export the models again. But for now, let's keep it. Let's just keep it. So what I want to do again? Translate. What's translate? Alt right. Translate. That's translate. It's called zoom. No. Oh, translate is panning. Okay. And it's supposed to be shift. Can I close this? Yes, I can. So translate. You're going to be shift middle. And zoom, I don't care. Zoom, I use my mouse, but the wheel, but it's supposed to be when you wheel up, it goes in. That's the logical thing to do. Anyway, now I have the same workflow as Blender, at least like this. The zooming thing I can get used to. Let's bake. Let us bake. Back to Jaina, this thingy. So yeah, he exported new. He opened the low poly. texture set settings. Bake mesh maps. Don't need ID. So don't need ID. We get the high poly. Anything else? Point 2. I'm not sure this is going to work for me, but we'll try it. This is subjective to the model. Unchecked, average, anti-aliasing, 2. So relapse into Hebrew. Okay. Bake. Let's see it happening. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, we may need to do this again. I think the distance was off. I think the distance was off. As we see the okay. So can I close discard new? And bake. Oh, I think I know what's wrong. Let's try to keep it on default and see what he does. No, it's not better. Let me think. I think the... Okay. We'll need Blender again. Close. Discard. This won't help me anymore. Open. Cancel. Don't save. When you bake, it looks at the difference between the high and low poly. Okay, so first of all, set origin to geometry. Thank you. That's the problem I had. Yeah, you see? I think the... Oh! Go away. I think I exported it with the decimation. That also could have been the problem. But I think I also need to scale the low poly a bit. Just a touch. Or vice versa. Okay. We have high poly. Thank you. Object set origin to geometry. Thank you again. Save. Export. Although, I don't think the mesh actually I don't know. I do not know. Been half an hour and we still haven't started painting yet. It's the same as yesterday. The little things takes time. Is it finished? Yes. Okay, so I think maybe this needs to be just a tad bigger. And let's try. Now I also changed the origin, so hopefully the rotation, the pivots will work better. Not really. Oh, yeah, it does work better. Yeah. Okay, let's try to bake again. High poly. Like max distance. I can also use a cage. Like, what happens if I use the low poly model as a cage? Let's test this. What happened is that it sucks. It's going to take all day, right? I also knew that I don't know if I need to create a project every time. Substance painter, bake maps, settings. Bake maps from high poly. Baker settings. The one I'm thinking about is the max frontal distance, because I think that's the problem. Yeah, frontal value or max frontal distance, whatever. How far below the low poly surface the ray should stop to find any high poly geometry? So if I undo the scaling, if I undo the scaling, export, wait, because right now they are virtually on top of each other. Selected object mesh. Right now they are virtually on top of each other. which means that this value needs to be like as low as possible. Progress? Oh, progress. Yes. A bit of progress. Still seeing some of the whatevers. Okay, let's try something. Let's try something. Still a problem here, which may need to, I don't know, but there is progress with the rest of it. Also, I think I was right that I need to scale it a bit, but stone, rock, ground, wood, skin, marble. Can I do like... Yes, I can. Let's download one of the material that I wanted to use. So substance stores. They stylize. Okay. Terracotta is not bad for this, actually. Oh, I have to be a subscriber in order to use those. They have some free ones, right? Oh, that's free. Cool. That is free and that is free. Let's try those. Don't need the lava right now. Those two should be cool. And what? Should I have them here? How do I apply them? Send to Substance Painter. There is a button. There is a button called Send to Substance Painter. Okay. Still don't see it. Do I need to what? Reopen the program or something? Stone the terracotta, that's what it's called. I don't know if it's a smart material or just a normal material. But like... Let's try to reopen the program. Let's actually do the scaling a bit. Do the high need to be above the low, or I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think which is supposed to be the center. Although they have both above and below do I have the materials now? Yep, I have them now. Okay. Yep. One final try before I rage quit. Fake. I think the frontal is above or below? Frontal is above and rear is below. So below, let's do like 0.2. No. 0.2. And we'll do what JNM did with this, and we'll try again. Okay. It's a bit better, actually. Not a lot better. I wonder why it's just this thing here, because all the other sides, or most of them, are fine. Maybe it's something to do with the UV unwrapping. But let's try booting Okay, that's a start. Not a good start, but a start. Interesting. It's not going to be as easy as I thought it would be. Let's try something. So let's see if I get this right. I need something like a brush layer, and I can paint with this material. It paints all the where is the I close the thing. Window, toolbars. Material, no. That's very annoying because I closed the thing and I don't know how to. Yeah, okay. So this is painting color. And it's painting it really bad. Interesting. I wonder if can I like yeah, okay. So theoretically I can paint over the seams here. Obviously not like this because it looks horrible. But theoretically, if I paint over those, you don't see them. And obviously the camera is going to come from here. Though you see all the... it's annoying. Maybe I decimated too much. Maybe I need to increase poly count. Although with the texture you don't really see it. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's start with... oh, you know what? I do want to close, discard, and to kill this. Going to take this again. Going to duplicate it. Going to add decimate. Going to do 0.05. Don't remember what I did in the beginning, but let's try. This is 57. Really? Point 0.01. Okay, let's leave it like this, maybe. Try this. This is low poly, apply. And then we are going to go to another tutorial, stylized material. This tutorial, just trying to do basic things. before I move on to anything else. This is done. Great. Save. Export. Oops, I didn't notice if the settings were correct, but yeah, they were. Again, we will open. No, we will do new. No poly. And we will bake. We'll keep the settings as they are. Okay, I see there's still some same result really. Okay, but let's keep it like this right now and start painting a bit. Let's do a test. So we are starting with deleting this, skyline test, adding a fill layer. Is this side going to be base, and this is going to be just the color. And let me go and pick a ground color palette. And we'll do something like this. Oh, can't I do hexes? Seriously? Gosh sake. Fine. 0.2. Two. 4, 2. No. 2, 1, 2. 1. Okay. That's the base color. Devil. And you also do a roughness of all the way. That makes sense. Okay. So this is going to be just color. It didn't change. Oh, it changed it to. What did it change it to? That's not what I wanted. Linear dodge, right? Linear color dodge. What's the linear dodge? Linear light, linear burn, inner dodge. Cool. So add generator. Mask editor. Mask editor. Interesting. Actually not very subtle. You don't see anything right now. I see a bit. Oh, I see it right now. That's not bad actually. Oh. Yeah. So it's 0.5. 0. Can I like do it more prominent? Not less prominent? Okay, ambient, the curvature. Oh, that's good. That's a start. Okay, I like this. I like this a lot. Actually, like a stone eye. Look at that. That's lovely. This is not, but I could cover this up later. Okay, it's actually starting to look like a stone. Now, what will happen if I do height as well? It will look horrible. Normal? Toughness? No, because the rest of it is okay. So, ooh. So 0.5 on here. Let's do a bit of a blur, like 0.3, 0.8. Yeah. Oh, that's lovely. Especially if you don't like. Let's imagine where the camera would be. Like here. Looks good. Ambient probably can be 0.8, curvature 0.8. Let's not do. Okay, that's a good start. Let's save it. Want to save the start. Entrance, we call it same 0 passage net. Okay, that's actually not bad. Oh, I could have in the base. I could have used the base color from this or something. No, this is terrible. This. Okay. I hate that it's stressed so much. No, I don't like this. Let's go back to the basic. I took the roughness from it. Eh. Okay, so another filler that is a gradient. Okay, so I do another filler. I do it with an overlay. And I am taking a dark color like this. And again, I can't use Exa, which is super duper annoying. 140, 59, 12. That's not right. Because 0, 59, that's the actual color. Right. Although I don't really like this combination, but for the sake of the tutorial. Gradient and add a black mask. Okay. Generator, mask editor. Oh, that's cool. The color is horrible, but that's cool. And I also think that, yeah, it's kind of compensates for some of the low poly details. Not like this color, but rocks. Yeah. Oh, let's take something like this. Although it's problematic because Okay. That's a bit better actually. Problem here is that, that I can't maybe those colors? Oh, I have the... So let's change the bases. This is going to be 218, 214, and 200. And this is going to be... They're too gray, both of them, but for now it's fine. 17, 9, and 100. Okay, that's really dark rock. I don't like it, but not important right now. And I can do... So 0.8, 0.8. And what did I do? Interesting. Okay, we have something. It's a beginning. It's a start. Actually kind of nice. Only problem is that you can see the seams. Not really seams, the... I don't know how to call it. The triangles of the low poly mesh. Which is really annoying, and I don't know why that is. But for this test, we'll keep it like this. What's a pebble? What can I do with a pebble? Why are those not part of the group? That was the point. Thank you. And now I like a brush layer. No? How do I use the pebble then? Like with the stump? No, that's a clone tool. That's an eraser. That's a paint. What's physical paint? What is going on? Dynamic stroke. Okay, that's what I wanted actually. Obviously, I'm not going to. Why it's so low resolution? Maybe I baked. Can I save this? Okay, yes, I can. I will just save this project. I will try a new project. Okay, is enough. Let's try the baking again. What's the low poly? Maybe. Okay, I think that's the problem. We're dropping some frames because of the Samsung painter, and that's fine. Okay. So that was some of the problem, not all of the problem. It's indeed better quality than before. Now let's put our thing again. You can delete this. Okay. Yeah, but you're not going to see those seams anyway. Maybe this thing. Maybe I just need to smooth those areas. But okay, this side looks amazing. Okay, that was the problem. That was the problem the entire time. I used the too low resolution. That was the entire effing problem. Now we are going to create paint and then try the pebble again. And yeah, now we put the pebble and it's nice and shiny. Obviously I don't want this, but so oh, and now those are also nice. Let's increase the size. I want to do like a path. Can I do, what's the flow? Yeah, that's what I thought. Spacing? Can you do it more random? Like the can you do something like random whatever? Flow, angle, position, alignment. Just the flow. Oh, I can do it with the stencil. Well, I have a lot more to learn. I'm getting it. Like, I would have thought that there is some kind of variance when you paint with those objects. Not objects, brushes. Now what if I went and did the base, like I add a fill layer, and the fill layer, yeah, but here. It's ugly and terrible. That's what happens. What happened is that it's ugly and terrible. It's a nice rock, don't get me wrong. Even nicer rock now. Oh, I didn't even notice this. I can... Okay, I think that this testing is going to be over for now. Wasn't a very good stream anyway. I will try to learn more Substance Painter later. Okay, thanks for watching for right now. See you next time.